Hey guys, welcome to our 15-minute daily refresh. I'm glad that you're here, giving your body a little movement break. Grab yourself a drink. All you need is a mat, and we will start with some hip mobility. So we will go into the quadruped position. So if you have less hip mobility, you can stay closer. If you need a bigger stretch, you can place your knees outside of your hips, all right? So go into your position, and then you rock back with your hips, really pushing yourself into that position with your hands, and then you also go forward as much as possible. But we don't want to round here, not too far, still active, and this should be hard here, firing. And then you sit back your hips again, and here it's the same thing. Make sure that you're not rounding your back, push your butt back, and rock forward again, push, and drive your belt buckle forward and back again. Chest out, in both positions, squeeze your glutes. One more on each side. Forward, hold that position. Good. Now we take one leg out. It's the same thing. Just make sure that you see that here my foot is in line with where my knee was. So I'm not placing it back here. And then we do the same thing. You rock back on your heels. Maybe it's less movement now. Again, not rounding the back. And then you thread the needle through here. Bend leg side and open up to the straight leg side. Rock out again. Into the stretch, you might feel it in your groins. Rotate, bend leg side, straight leg side. Two more on that side. Into the stretch, thread the needle between your arm and leg, open up. And the last one, opening up the hips, opening up the spine. And switch legs. So leg directly in line, and let's go. Hips back, and you thread the needle through here. Open up. Forward, hips back, and always rotating to both sides. Take that opportunity to work on your mid-back to restore the mobility from sitting the whole day. That's important. Thread the needle and relax. Now, what else can we do from the quadruped position? We can crawl. So everything is stacked on top of each other. You slightly lift your knees off the ground, and then we crawl baby steps forward. As soon as you hit a wall or something else, crawl back. The knees stay underneath the hips. And like me, you should be able to talk through that, or at least breathe controlled. We got 10 more seconds to go. Baby steps. As soon as you hit the target, crawl back again. And relax. Now we go into the plank position. So push-up position, and you put one leg up and reach across your body as far as possible. And then you shoot the leg forward into the pigeon stretch. You can bend over to get a bigger stretch. You should feel it in your hips, in your glutes. And then you post that leg up and shoot the leg through again. Back here, leg forward again, pigeon stretch. To increase the stretch, bend over, but with a long spine, we don't want to round. Bring your navel forward. Last one on that side. Leg up, reach, come back, driving your hips forward. Back to the plank position. Now we switch legs. I will also switch sides here. Leg up, reach, shoot the leg forward. Try to keep your hips parallel so we don't open up here. You bring that open side forward, shoot the leg back again, reach, and back forward. Hold the stretch, squeeze your glutes like we did on the ground. As soon as you drive your hips forward, the leg should be active. And the last one, depending on how high the leg is, you can even touch the ground or you hover above the ground. Last one. Good job. Now we go into the half kneeling position. We're not doing a normal quad hip flexor stretch where you go forward. Your goal is just to reach over your front leg and touch the heel. And then you come back. If you can't do that without overarching, that's good. If you need to round a little bit to reach for that heel, it's also fine. The lower back should also move. But if you can, stay engaged here and keep it limited. 2 more. Can rock in and out here. Maybe you shift the weight back. Your goal is just to touch the heel. And switch legs. So I can show you from the front, reaching over your front leg and just touch. That's your task. For that, you need shoulder mobility, you need T-spine mobility, you also need hip mobility. 1 more on that side. Good job. Now we go back into the down dog, very relaxed. Bring your chest towards the feet. You can even bend your knees a little bit for that. And now we add a calf stretch, where you just walk in place, and with each step, you drive your heels into the ground. So it's a down dog. Try to keep your upper spine flat, but the focus is more on the bottom. Now you take one leg on top of the other, drive the heel into the ground, and go up on your toes. 3 reps. Heel down, up on your toes. Heel down, hold, up on your toes, hold. Switch legs. Heels down, up on your toes and hold. Really drive yourself up. Push. 1 more. Push and relax. Good. Now we sit on our butt. Legs are pointing slightly away from each other. Arm up, leg up, arm down, leg down. And from here, you just bridge up, push your hips up towards the ceiling and reach. So you one straight line through both of your arms, both of your shoulders. Come back down and push. 5 reps. If you like, you can keep your butt off the ground and just push your hips up again. 2 more. Push. So you see, you also need some shoulder strength to hold and come back. Switch arms, switch legs. Arm up, leg down, arm down. And push. Shoulder away from your ear here. We don't want to have a rounded shoulder, and come back up. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, reach. Breathe in. 2 more. This leg stays flat on the ground. And relax. Slowly stand up. We will continue standing. Go into your squat stance. And now we do a diagonal reach. So a diagonal squat, you reach with one arm to the diagonal, to the opposite foot, and then you stand up and drive your hand up, okay? Reach down, keep your chest out, and reach. Squat down. As you come up, breathe out. Cross body. You can even rotate your toes as if you're throwing or pushing something away from you, like a shot put. 2 more. Now we switch the sides. Reach down, opposite toes. Reach down and push off your toes. That should be active again. Like we said, whenever you're pushing your hips, the back side is active. Reach. Reach down. And the last one. Good job. Now, we will start with a leg cradle. So you go up, hold that knee, and then you hug your shin and pull it towards the opposite shoulder. So you should feel it in your hips. And from there, you need some space behind you. We go into the inverted hamstring stretch, where you push the heel away from you. Try to balance on one leg, then you drive your knee up. One hand stays at the knee, then you hug your shin, and the bottom leg is active again. Drive the heel into the ground. And back into inverted hamstring. 2 more. Up. If you lose your balance, tap the ground, that's no problem. But if you want to challenge yourself even more, try to stay on one leg. Knee up for the last one. Heel into the ground. We always want to be one straight line from head to heel. Push the heel away and shake your legs off. We're switching sides. Same thing. Knee up, hugging the shin. I show you from the front position. Here, we don't want to push the knee down. The knee stays up. Just a little rotation here. And then push the heel away from you. Drive your hips back. Drive your hips forward again. Hug the shin. And push your hips back. Just a soft bend in the knee when you reach back here. We don't want to be super straight like a flamingo. It needs to have a bend, but not too much. It's not a single leg squat. And the last one, hug your knee and push the heel away from you. Good job. Now, you go into a squat stance, and the first thing you do is just go down as far as possible. If it's here, that's also fine. Just pull yourself down, and now you go into your deepest squat position. Same thing, we don't want to be lazy, still active. If that's your lowest position, all fine. Chest out. And now the first thing you do is bring your knees towards the ground, but they stay off the ground. So you have that mobility in the big toe. And then you walk forward as far as possible. Hold that position without rounding the back. Stay active. And then crawl back, but still having your knees slightly off the ground. And then you come back into a deep squat. Drive your hips up. 2 more. From here, deep squat. Find a position where you still can take a nice breath in. If you cannot take a breath in, you're probably too round and too low. Shoot your knees down. Keep them off the ground. Crawl forward into a hand walk as far as possible. Crawl back. Knees off the ground. Working also on the big toe mobility. And drive your hips up. Last one. Hips down, deep squat, chest out, take a breath in, correct yourself, knees down, crawl forward, hold that position, Crawl back, keeping the knees down. Deep squat. Take a breath in and grab your toes again. Stand up or stay here. And you can swing your hips from side to side. Okay, so here with your arms, draw a circle. So we're not just staying on one side. Swing your arms back and forward. And don't be afraid to move your hips here. Good job, guys. Now we shake off the arms and legs. And we finish up with a stretch and some breathing. So you cross your leg, or one leg with the other, and you reach toward the same side. So when you cross to your left, reach to your left, not just to the side, not just up, diagonal, open up here, and take a breath into that open side. Try to expand the space here. And you can support by pulling with both arms as far away as possible. Also, the bottom arm is pulling you out and open. 2 more breaths. Good. Shake off the tension. We switch legs, crossing to the right, for example, and reaching to the right, to the same side. Reach. And expand your ribs here. Breathe into your belly, into your lower ribs. 3 more breaths in. And relax. Shake your arms and legs off. I hope you had a nice movement break. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.